What's up? Happy Friday, everybody. Hello, hello, and hello. Happy Friday. Thank you guys for joining the show. We have some great topics for you guys. I hope you guys are doing well. You got your coffee and your tea and getting where you need to be. All right. Let's get into this news. I know you guys can use everything said in the video is alleged in my opinion. But before we get to it, let's go ahead and speak to everybody. All right. My top flight mod, Rose, is in the building. Good morning, Rose. Good morning. Deborah Johnson, good morning. Alicia Stout, good morning. Tabitha Lester, good morning. Shawnee's Darden, good morning. Ronnie is here, good morning. Shirley Terry is here. Audra Williams is here. Felicia is here, good morning. Marin's Favorites is here. Sheila Washington is here. Wanda Coxshell is here. Juju World is here, good morning. Laura Eden, good morning. Betty Brockington, D Nice is here, good morning. My other top flight mod, Sweet Essence, is here, good morning. She said, act up, get snatched up. And well, let's continue. Deborah Clark is here. Good morning. Cheryl Williams is here. Good morning. Good morning. My other top flight mod, Tyra, is here. Good morning. Bernadette Clemens, Tam C is here. Good morning. Cassandra D is here. Good morning. Gail West is here. Good morning. Sherry Culpepper is here. Miss Honeybee is here. Yvette McCovery is here. Verdi Tulu Taylor is here. Sexy Brown Bone is here. Says morning. I was just watching Papoose interview on Breakfast Club and ran over here. Okay. I might have to check it out. Faith Williams, good morning. Alan Ford, good morning. Sheila Kelly, good morning. Joanne Davis, good morning. Sylvia Blow, good morning. You guys are here this morning, okay. Wump Stalking, good morning. I said good day. That's a new name. Verdi Tulu Taylor, good morning. And good morning. All right. I think that's it. I think we got to the end. Maria Perry, I see you. All right. So let's get in. Good morning, Maria Perry. Thanks for being here. Scorpion Miss Mother, top flight models in the building. Good morning. All right. Let's get into the show. I see you, Celeste Hamilton. I see you. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all still coming in. Thank y'all for being here. All right. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Y'all, I'm so happy it's Friday. My God. And when I tell y'all this damn week flew by as well, the week has flown by. We're getting close to Christmas. I hope you guys got all your Christmas shopping done. I have. I've been done. But hopefully you guys have got that out the way. So you don't have to be out there in that hustle and bustle, screaming and hollering at people, punching people in the damn face over some damn TVs and stuff. Y'all know how y'all be. Y'all black folk be doing the most. All right, but let's get into it. All right, so first topic of the day. Y'all know we get politics out the way first. We don't have a lot. We're going to hit it and quit it and get it on up out of there. All right, let me get this down. All right, boom. And all right. I'm just clicking away this morning, Lord. All right, so first topic of the day. Trump signs an executive order declaring Christmas Eve and December 26th a federal holiday. All right. Certain offices will remain open according to what they're saying here. What y'all think about that? Okay. Y'all see me in the comments, child. Thank you, but impeachment, please. Okay. That's how I feel. So Trump and his Sharpie working, child, said he repeatedly signed an executive order. Reportedly, I'm talking about repeatedly. He reportedly signed an executive order giving most federal workers Christmas Eve and December 26th off. Said that according to E&E News, the order states agency leaders can determine which offices of their organizations have to report to work those days. Said that this was determined for reasons of national security, defense, and other public need. It said that the order only applies to 2025. Okay. They need to go ahead and make that order all the way, while you're in office, going to sign that over. What y'all think? I feel like the things that Trump needs to be worried about, he ain't worried about. Like the shit that we ain't even thinking about, we don't care about. That's what he cares about the most. We don't really care. I mean, yeah, it's great to have more days off, but, let's move along, though, child. Y'all go ahead and sound off on what y'all think about that. Let's get into some Fannie Willis news. We talked about her a little bit yesterday. She's still in this damn lawsuit, this trial or whatever. So Fulton County, according to AJC News, Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis testified in a tense hearing before Georgia lawmakers concerning an investigation into her prosecution of Donald Trump and allies over the 2020 election. Now, Fannie Willis' attorney, former Governor Roy Barnes, confirmed last week that the district attorney would comply with the witness subpoena issued by the Georgia Senate Special Committee on Investigations. Now, the committee had been trying since August of 2024 to compel Willis' testimony. Said that the operation of Willis's office is under scrutiny by the state Senate panel, as well as her romantic relationship with one-time Deputy Prosecutor Nathan Wade, whom she hired to assist with the 2020 election interference prosecution of Trump and his allies. Let's get into what was said.
Is it true that part of your transition team was involved in the process of interviewing people before you entered office to lead the investigation into the 2020 presidential election?
What you ask is a factual impossibility. That's what we call a lie. I had no way of knowing that these criminals were going to commit a crime. I didn't wait till the day I took office to look for talent that would represent my office for a case that didn't exist.
Do you want to answer?
It's a dumbass question.
I know it is. Go ahead and tell him, because it occurred after.
I didn't know that he was going to commit a crime prior to me taking office.
What was the total cost of the election interference case?
I don't know the exact cost. I don't want to speculate to numbers. Whatever it cost, they tried to steal the rights of thousands of Georgians. It couldn't have been enough.
Has Mr. Wade ever prosecuted a RICO case prior to the election interference case?
And Mr. Wade would be the first one in the office. He corrected their behavior. He taught them how to do this case. He was a leader to that team and a public servant. And for that, him like me has been threatened. You want something to investigate as a legislature? Investigate how many times they called me the N-word. Why don't you investigate that? Why don't you investigate them writing on my house? Why don't you investigate the fact that my house has been swatted? What have you done, sir? Nothing.
Is it true that part of your transition team was involved in the process of interviewing people before you entered office to lead the investigation into the 2020 presidential election?
What you ask is a factual.
So Fannie Lewis, she's a Fannie Willis. I mean, not Lewis. Fannie Willis is a firecracker, ain't she? But what do y'all think about it? We kind of saw a little bit of this yesterday, but I wanted to get the full interview because baby, she went off. I didn't know that they wrote on her house and all of that. That's a lot. They definitely need to look into that because that could be a hate crime, right? But what do y'all think about what she had to say here? She's right, though. There is no way that she would know that something would be going on with Trump prior to her being in office, and she should not be charged for that, in my opinion. Okay, but y'all can go ahead and sound off. We ain't gonna stay on it too long. Moving right along. Let's get into the next topic. All right, getting away from politics and into some topics. All right, Brown University suspect found unalive following self-inflicted wound. All right, ooh, y'all hear that? Let's go ahead and get into the video, then we will do our commentary.
Before 9 o'clock tonight, the FBI SWAT team executed court-authorized search warrants at a storage unit facility in Hampshire Road in Salem, New Hampshire. This is where we located Claudio Neves Valente, the individual who we believe was responsible for the Brown shooting. The latest developments in an intense 5-day manhunt, and as a result of an incredible amount of work dedicated by the law enforcement team standing here before you tonight.
Okay, so officials say that the suspect, Brown University Powell, was also responsible for the unaliving of an MIT professor at his Massachusetts home this week. Wow, and this is him. I did not know that. But then again, I really following this particular case that closely. So on Thursday, it was revealed during a press conference that the suspect in the Brown University mass powwowing was found unalive from a self-inflicted pow wound. Claudio Valente, a 48-year-old former Brown University student with Portuguese citizenship, was discovered at a storage facility in Salem, New Hampshire, along with a satchel, firearms, and evidence that matched the crime scene. In an affidavit, investigators stated that the observations of a campus custodian in an anonymous post on Reddit helped narrow down the search for the suspect. That's what I say about these dumbass people that commit crimes. The first thing they do is go to social media as if they can't track that shit back to you. Crazy. However, they remain unclear about the reason Valente targeted the university. Prosecutors also claim that Valente was responsible for the unaliving of an MIT professor, as I just told you guys. What do y'all think about that? Y'all can sound off on that. Yeah, that's very sad. That's very sad. He sounded like he was psycho, and that sounds like it was premeditated as well. All right, moving right along. Blac Chyna and her mama still fighting. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Shout out to Sozio Radio. Tokyo Tony reignites the feud with Blac Chyna, which is her daughter, in a cryptic call out. Said that nothing you can do to bring this relationship back. This is sad for mother and daughter to be in this space. Let's go ahead and listen.
Telling my truth. You a raggedy angel. You're on your own. No more protection. You want me to have a stroke. You don't say, Mom, you okay? You good? You watch JoJo Page. I saw your name every day. Let me let you know. You watch me like a fighter stalker, you weirdo. So when that clone boy said, oh, dear Miss Tokyo, I'm not the one that's the devil. It ain't me in your house. He was talking about you. There's nothing you can do to bring this relationship back. I don't trust you. If you can do your mother like this with the you do to somebody, but that's their fan and business. I'm telling my truth.
Blac Chyna needs to be on some type of medication because she stay crashing out. Just a few days ago, we just talked about her when she was with her ex-husband, who she says knows all of her ex-husbands. Like, how many ex-husbands do you have? Now you are now you're turning your anger and your wrath towards your own damn daughter. They've been fighting for years. Like, one minute they're okay, the next minute when Blac Chyna don't give her what she wants, then she's on the internet blasting her. I really hope that they need to get. I really hope that they get some type of family therapy so they can figure out the deep-rooted issues. They're alike in so many ways, but I like the fact that Blac Chyna is trying to separate herself from the negativity with her mom and be on another positive wave in life. But I mean, it's just, when you have a mother like this, child, what can you do? A mother's supposed to be protective, provider, and be on your side, and not be on this type of bullshit. Every time you see Blac Chyna, she is always on. I'm not Blac Chyna, but Tokyo Tony. She's always on some bullshit as related to her daughter, and it's embarrassing as hell. It's embarrassing as hell. I really hope they figure this out because that's not a good look. I could never be like that with my mom. But anywho, let's continue on to some Naturi Naughton news. Okay, Naturi Naughton. Let's talk about her. All right, so Naturi Naughton Lewis, because she is married now, shares her initial reaction when she learned that she would not be included in the movie Cheetah Girls. Okay, and y'all know she was a Cheetah Girl, so not sure why they left her out. Now there was some things going on back in the day when they had that whole Cheetah Girls situation going on, where it was the skin color thing, where she, they was talking about her skin color being so dark and that she didn't fit the bill in terms of what the other girls looked like. She wasn't deemed this beautiful girl because she was darker than the other girls, but she was very much so relevant in the group. She could sing, she could dance, and everything else the other girls could do. I mean, she wasn't like Kylie on there, the tired of the Pwamati. She wasn't like that. But y'all remember her, right? Which she's right here. Y'all remember when she did that tired of the Pwamises? I'm like, Pwomises. Oh, okay, girl. But let's get into what Naturi had to say.
I realized you was even supposed to be a part of the Cheetah Girl.
Oh yeah, just did an interview talking about that on Page 6 Radio.
Yeah, so so because of the whole split up, that's why.
No, we weren't split up. They X'd me out of the deal before I was even kicked out of the group.
Wow.
I never knew. I mean, I knew that we were offered in talks, and they went to the meeting without me, and then I found out that they did the deal without me, and then that like maybe 2 months later, I was X'd out of the group.
Which is obviously hurtful because this was supposed to be a huge deal that was for y'all.
That took me years to get over. I was in Seton Hall University, a struggling broke college student driving a Thunderbird. I had a Ford Thunderbird, 1997. That was the only car I could afford. My grandmother gave me $3,000 because I didn't have enough money to buy a car. And I was in a girl group that sold platinum.
Everyone knew
1.6 million. Yeah. I'm walking around Seton Hall. They're like, oh, I love your video, TRL. I just saw you on TRL. And literally in my little Thunderbird, I'll never forget.
Wow.
Just realizing when I saw, they was like, oh, you saw Cheetah Girls? Why weren't you in that? And I was just thinking I was supposed to be, but what's supposed to is not really even true.
But look at her now, because she's doing better than most of the girls that's in there. I mean, with the exception of Raven Simone. Raven Simone is the most paid out of them all. But I mean, she's doing well. She's been on Power. She's been on several other things. She's been in some movies. I've seen her on some Netflix movies as well. She's doing good. She's doing very, very well. She's married now. She has a new baby. So she's out here doing the damn thing.
I realized what was for me would be what I got. What was for me was to play Little Kim in a Taurus.
I know that's
what
right.
What for me was to book Tasha in Power. What was for me is to be able to do a movie like Eric Jerome Dickey's Friends and Lovers.
Yes.
What's for you is for you. I was mad at that time, but I'm like, God knew what he was doing. He protected me.
And I didn't realize you was even.
But that's how it be. That's how it be. You got to crawl before you can walk. And a lot of times you don't get everything you want right away because God wants you to be able to appreciate it when he do give it to you. And sometimes it's about timing. Everything is about time. Everything that happens to you in your life is about timing. Look at her now. Like she struggled then. Yeah, it was embarrassing probably riding around in that damn Thunderbird when people recognize you being on TRL and being on TV and being in this damn girl group where you should be probably riding around in a Mercedes. But, sometimes a humbling experience is what you need to catapult you into the experience that you wind up being in, where everyone sees you now. Like you're probably driving what you want to drive, living where you want to live, and having a life that you deserve right now. And you're able to look at the other girls who probably are not in that same space and as blessed as you are right now. That's just the way it is, honey. The last will be first and the first shall be last. That's how it is. But shout out to her for that. Now they're saying in an interview, the Notori Naughton Lewis, honey, spoke on her initial reaction about not being included in the Cheetah Girls movie, which was discussed among her group 3LW at the time without her. Now, Notori also mentioned how hurt she was as a struggling college student to find out that her group had made a deal without her and later replaced her in the 3LW group. That had to be hurtful because she did contribute, a lot to the group as well. But again, she was deemed not this beautiful girl because she was the darker skinned girl in the group, which is very, very sad. But she said, what's for you will be yours. And I agree, honey. God is always looking out. So keep moving, honey.
Even supposed to be a part of the Cheetah Girls.
Oh yeah, just did an interview talking about that on Page 6 Radio.
Yeah, so so because of the whole split up, that's why.
No, we weren't split up.
So shout out to her for that. We ain't going to continue. Y'all go ahead and sound off on that. I love that for her. Moving right along. Maybe it was meant for you not to do that so you could be conditioned to be in the roles that you're in now. Because she was on Power. I know she made a lot of money on Power because I hear that 50 Cent paid them very well on Power. So that kind of opened the door for some other things with her. She stayed working though. I don't see Kylie working. And the only thing I saw, what's the other child that was in the group that was on The Real? Okay, I don't really see her doing nothing since The Real, except running around with her cheating ass husband. Okay, but that's good for her. So let's move along. The other girls, they aren't really doing that well besides Raven Simone. Raven Simone, she's doing well, but I don't really see shit else the other girls are doing. So good for her. All right, so a woman is missing for 40 years. She's reunited with her father after discovering that her mother kidnapped her and changed their identities. We see a lot of this going on. All right, but let's get into it. This is very interesting.
I just want to move forward and learn my family and learn my history and who I am.
A Louisville woman reunited with her family decades after her disappearance. Melissa Newton's mother faces charges tonight for abducting her daughter. Deborah Lee Newton appeared in a Jefferson County courtroom 2 weeks after her arrest in Florida. Only DeAndrea Turner sat down today with Melissa and family members who never gave up. DeAndrea?
That's right, Vicki. Tonight, what was once a cold case became a warm reunion. This story is about reuniting, forgiveness, and moving forward.
She's always been in our heart. I can't explain that moment, walking in and get to put my arms back around my daughter.
43 years of waiting.
And it's hard to look at her as an adult. When I last seen her, she was a 3-year-old.
For an emotional reunion with his missing daughter, Michelle. We spoke to Joe Newton in 1986 about the case.
Wouldn't you want your child back, at least to see her grow up or, to help her?
In 1983, Joe and his wife, Deborah, were planning to move to Georgia. Deborah left early with their daughter, Michelle. But when Joe arrived, they were gone. And for more than 4 decades, there were no answers.
I've missed them so much. I didn't even know if she was alive.
A Crime Stoppers tip cracked this case this year, leading to Deborah's arrest in Florida and her first court appearance in Jefferson County on Monday.
For an individual to have the courage to come up and say, I saw this, this is, I believe, who you're looking for, you are helping a victim and a victim's family so much.
2 weeks ago, Michelle came home from work to police at her door, saying the unthinkable.
You're not who you think you are. You're a missing person. You're Michelle Marie Newton.
In one moment, she went from an only child to discovering an entire family waiting for her. When she and her father finally met, Joe was on the porch waiting.
I wouldn't trade that moment for anything. It was
No.
just like I seen her when she was first born. It was like an angel.
And even with her life upended, her response wasn't anger.
My intention is to support them both through this and try to navigate and help them both just wrap it up so that we can all heal. And hopefully, there's just apologies and start healing.
Starting a new chapter of forgiveness and moving forward.
And it's still hard to believe that we actually got her back in our life again. And it's a sweet ending.
And you guys, Joe says that he has had 2 miracles this year. First, the heart transplant, the reason why he's still here, and then getting to reunite with his daughter. Deborah will be back in court next month. In the studio, DeAndrea Turner, WOKY.
That's amazing, right? So according to Fox 35 News, in Orlando, Michelle Newton vanished from Louisville, Kentucky in April of 1983 when her mother, Deborah Newton, told relatives that she was relocating for a job opportunity. Now, both disappeared soon after, leaving Michelle's father searching for answers. Now, 40 years, you guys, later is when they found this girl. So imagine all of the first things that they missed with this little girl. And then to see her again, and she's a fully grown woman. And I know she probably broke down damn tears, child, whenever they told her who she really was. That has to be crazy for somebody to knock on your door saying, hi. The person you thought you were, that's not who you were. You were snatched as a child and kidnapped. But let me take you to your new family. That had to be a lot to digest, right? Oh my goodness. But it said following the disappearance, Deborah Newton was indicted for custodial interference and added to the FBI's unlawful flight to avoid prosecution list. Now, it said that she was also named one of the agency's top 8 most wanted parental kidnapping fugitives. Despite several attempts to locate Deborah and Michelle, it said that the investigation went cold. What the hell was she hiding? That's weird, right? So the case was dismissed in 2000 after authorities failed to contact Michelle's father, and her name was removed from the National Missing Child Database. All right, but she is reunited with her family again, so shout out to them for that. But damn, they missed a lot of time in her life. She's like 40. So that's something else. But nevertheless, child, it's better late than never. That's how I look at it. Okay, better late than never. So shout out to that family. That's beautiful. All right, let's get into some Masika Kalisha news. Anybody ever been introduced to your real family that you did not know? You thought you grew up with this family that you thought was your real family, only to find out that you were reintroduced or introduced to the family that you originally were born to. Anybody ever went through that? That's amazing. That's amazing. All right, so Masika Kalisha, honey, says that she is still mourning her late husband, even though she's being dug out every day by Bino, okay, which is Krishan's ex-boyfriend, who was over there sucking on his toes and whatnot. She said that she will be airing out some things pretty soon. Why though? Why? Because you said the other day you don't owe anybody anything. You don't owe nobody explanation, that you're moving on with your life, and you're happy now with Bino, and that you and your ex-husband who passed away were separated for quite some time. So now you're coming back to revisit this, is given that you're trying to convince the audience or the people that's watching this bullshit of why you've moved on so fast, because people are out here calling you a thought monster, saying that you're doing the fucking most, that you were faking at this funeral, and only 4 days, after this funeral, for you to pop out with a new boyfriend and all booed up and everything else. And it's alleged that this guy is saying that you may be pregnant by him. So I don't know. So this is what Masika Kalisha had to say. Yeah, I'm in the comments over here, honey, where I always be. So I said that if and when I decide to speak, I'm airing out with receipts, and I'm not going to give a single F about you ninjas, just like you didn't give a F about me or my kids when you was out there making up horrible lies to get the attention that your mother never gave you off my name. Girl, who are you? Masika, she always hypes herself up to be this conglomerate, important person that really nobody gives a fuck about. Like, no one cares, because word on the street is that you're out here sleeping with random rappers and everybody else for money in order to pay your bills. Like, girl, did you not have because you're doing the most. They said she's sleeping with this Bino guy so he can help her pay her bills because she's fucking broke. Did you not have a a policy on your husband after he passed away to where you can kind of take care of your child that you have by him, and including your other child and yourself? Like, what is going on with you? It's just given that she gives so much information that no one cares about. This is your personal business that you asked us to stay out of. And we're trying to do that, but you keep coming back. Like, oh, and another thing, this is you every other day in a post, like, and another thing, and another. Girl, we don't care. Live your life. If you want to be with Bino, if you want to sleep with every single rapper that's out there, we don't really care. Now, are we going to call you a hoe along the way? Probably. But it's just to the point, Masika, like, girl, it's okay to move on with your life. If that's what you're choosing to do, you don't owe no one, you don't owe nobody an explanation. You just really don't owe nobody. Be a mother to your kids. And if you want to be out here and be with Bino and be pregnant again and all this other stuff, girl, do it. We don't care, right? It's just giving too much. I cannot stand when people overshare situations. Like, it's too much. So she said, there's no power. There's no words to describe this kind of pain. Okay, we get it. And you should be sad. Regardless if you and your ex-husband had a lot of stuff that was going on in your marriage, anytime a person passed away, none of those things matter anymore. Okay. So I would have thought that it would have been better for you to grieve and not just be out here running into another relationship, because it did look bad. And it does look bad because you're making it so public. Even if you're dating somebody else, don't be on the internet with that person. Just do it privately, because you do have children. Your daughters are old enough to understand, oh, dad just died, but mommy's bringing yet another guy around us. That don't look good. And that's not good for your kids who are still probably grieving their father. Like, have you checked in to see how they feel? It's too soon. Like, when you have kids, you can't be on this kind of time. And I don't know what the hell is going on with Masika. Maybe your father wasn't in your life. But to be out there on that kind of time, baby, no, ma'am. Moving right along. And I said in the comments, because I do be popping off in the comments sometimes, I said, Ho Seeker. I renamed her Ho Seeker instead of Masika. Okay, I said, Ho Seeker, please move on with Bino. 1 minute you're mourning, and the next minute you're booed up with that Garanimal, because he does look like a fucking Garanimal. All right, I said, please take us the F out of the group chat. Please do. Take us all out of the group chat, because we don't care. Okay, we don't care. But moving right along. Yeah, he looks like a Garanimal. You like ugly boys. You do. But whatever pays the bill, girl, do what you got to do. Moving right along to some Ray J news. Don't he look like a Garanimal? Y'all remember Garanimals? Girl, you like ugly boys with money. Okay. You can be with Flavor Flav and get all your bills paid, girl. Moving right along. Shout out to the Jasmine brand. So y'all know Ray J stays in some shit. Y'all know he is suing the Kardashians. But his mother, Sonya Norwood, honey, she is backing him in this lawsuit against the Kardashians. I don't think it's a great idea, but hey. So Ray J is backed by his mom, Sonya Norwood, in the Kim Kardashian defamation case as she files a sworn court declaration. All right. Let's go ahead and get into it. Sonya Norwood, honey, is firmly backing her son in court documents as his legal fight with Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner, rather, continues to escalate. Now, according to US Weekly, Norwood, which is Brandy and Ray J's mother, who is 75, I didn't realize she was that old, filed a declaration on December 12th in support of Ray J's motion to dismiss the defamation lawsuit filed against him by Kardashian and Jenner. Now, in the filing, Norwood recounts the longstanding tensions between the families that date back more than 2 decades. And this is kind of unfortunate because Sonya Norwood is best friends with Kim Kardashian. What was the Kardashians, period? They've known each other for years, okay? Kim used to work for Brandy as like her stylist or errand girl. She was stealing from her, granted, but they go way back. They know each other. Of course, you know, Ray J had the whole SEX tape with Kim Kardashian, so their families have been friends and commingled with each other for quite some time. So it's unfortunate that there's this lawsuit for defamation, and then the mother has to be thrown into this when she's fully friends with, Kris Jenner. So Norwood, which is the mother, stated that in or around 2008 that she discovered Kim Kardashian and her siblings had accumulated approximately $850,000 in unauthorized credit card charges tied to members of her family, which would be Brandy. She also says that she informed Ray J of the alleged theft before filing her own lawsuit against the Kardashian siblings, said that the case was later settled in 2009. So Kim and Kris Jenner sued Ray J in October, accusing him of making false public statements suggesting that they were under federal investigation. Said that the lawsuit points to a September 2025 live stream in which Ray J referenced a potential RICO case and compared it to the high-profile charges facing Sean Diddy Combs, rather. The plaintiffs insist no such investigation exists. So Ray J has since countersued, reviving disputes around the surrounding the 2006 SEX tape and alleging deception and contract breaches. So a judge has yet to rule on the matter, so we have to wait to see how that pans out. But again, shout out to Jasmine Brand. What do you guys think about that? Sound off. Moving right along. Tory Lanez is speaking out from behind the prison walls that he will be behind for the next 10 years about this case between Megan Thee Stallion. Okay. So Tory Lanez seeks a pardon from Gavin Newsom in the case against Megan Thee Stallion, and he plans to file multiple appeals with claims of new evidence. Well, why wasn't that given in the courts? Because you just had an appeals case. You just appealed your case. You just had a where they just saw your case again. The judge, of course, did turn it down because it's total bullshit. But why wasn't this presented when you had your initial trial against Megan? Why is all this new shit coming out now when you possibly had it already? Why is all this stuff coming out now? Okay, I don't think he will be pardoned. I think that that's total bullshit as well. We're gonna get into what he had to say. Shout out to the Shade Room. Let's listen, and then we will give commentary on the back.
Tonight, rapper Tory Lanez breaking his silence in his first ever broadcast interview from behind bars since being found guilty of shooting Grammy winner Megan Thee Stallion in the foot outside a party in 2020.
I've never been violent towards a woman. I would never hit a woman, let alone shoot a woman.
Lanez, whose real name is Daystar Peterson, spoke to NBC News from California Men's Colony, a prison where he's 3 years into a 10-year sentence after being found guilty on 3 felony counts, including assault with a semi-automatic firearm.
There is definitely a very big misconception about me that seems to the public as I'm this monster. And I feel like I was catapulted into this poster child for the unprotection of Black women. And it's just so unlike me. And I've never really had a chance to express that. But you can look at my criminal record. I don't have one.
Tonight, rapper Tory Lanez.
Plenty of prisoners in prison that unaliving somebody is their first offense, but that doesn't mean that they're not a criminal. I'm just saying, there's plenty of people in jail that didn't even have a record prior to whatever offense they committed. So we really not going to look at that. The fact of the matter is that you were found guilty of unaliving her. You were heard on an audio video rather, where you admitted to doing it and said that you were very sorry for doing what you did. So let's continue.
I never had one. And I feel like, that connotation that I would do anything of this monstrous proportion is completely incorrect and it's wrong.
Lanez declined to testify during his 2022 trial. Do you regret not taking the stand?
I think if I would have taken the stand, the verdict would have definitely been very different.
The rapper's legal team filed an appeal, which was denied in November. But his team is continuing to fight, with plans to file multiple appeals next week, this time with the California Supreme Court, in one claiming newly discovered evidence that they weren't provided during Lanez's 2022 trial, including hundreds of pages of medical records for Megan Thee Stallion, whose real name is Megan Pete, which they allege raise questions about the fragments removed from her foot after surgery. His team argues that the fragments were not provided ahead of trial and that this was a violation of due process.
And we didn't have that chance. We could have questioned the doctors differently when they were on stand to impeach them because it does look suspicious.
But in the appeal denied in November, the court did address the fragments, ruling that the surgeon's testimony was, quote, more than sufficient to prove great bodily injury on Pete. Proving something like this on appeal is tough.
This is a really, really difficult appellate argument for defendants to prove because they have to show if the evidence actually came into court, the jury would have found differently. It's an uphill battle, and it's something that often torpedoes any defense appellate argument.
The Los Angeles District Attorney's Office and representatives for Megan Thee Stallion have not responded to NBC News' request.
We could have questioned the doctors differently.
Office and representatives for Megan Thee Stallion have not responded to NBC News' request for comment.
I believe not only that I was wrongfully convicted, but the amount of new evidence that has emerged since that trial, I think, has been overwhelming.
What has life been like in prison for the last couple of years?
Truthfully, I've done my best to keep my head above water, but mentally, I've gone through trauma that I sometimes even struggle with because I never imagined myself dealing with things that I would have to deal with. I've been stabbed 17 times. Almost lost my life.
If you could say something to Megan
almost lost her life when she was Pow Pow.
the Stallion today, what would it be?
I think that I wouldn't say something directly to her. I would
Office and represent
that moment to happen in person. We've both gone through a lot. There's this connotation that like I share this hatred for her, but I don't. I genuinely passed that. I'm at a place of healing in my life. I'm at a place of taking accountability for the things that I did wrong. And when I talk about my case, I don't want it to be taken as me coming at her, because it's not that. I'm just asking for somebody in the system to look at my case and look at the evidence and ask if this was fair.
And with that, Chloe Molas joins us now on set. So, Chloe, Tory Lanez is also seeking a pardon from Governor Gavin Newsom.
That's right. His legal team has filed the necessary paperwork, and it is before the governor now. So they're seeking either a pardon where his criminal record will be wiped clean, he would be released from prison, or to have his sentence commuted, meaning that the time he has served is sufficient, and release him. But that doesn't change.
That moment to happen.
It won't happen. Will not happen. This is kind of laughable because you can't be heard admitting this shit on the video. And my thing is, if I didn't do something to someone, there's no fucking way I'm not going to get on the stand and say that. I'm not sure if your attorneys advised you not to speak on the stand, but that was probably not a great idea. If you felt that you were innocent in this, I mean, your voice should have been heard in that trial to say, Your Honor, I didn't have shit to do with this. Don't say shit, but I didn't have nothing to do with this. I did not pow this lady. This is what happened. Da, 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 da. But I mean, from what Megan was saying, that you pointed it at her, you told her, yeah, you better dance from whatever situation that happened out there. And the next thing you know, pow. Neighbors even said that they heard, pow-pows, in the neighborhood as well. I feel like you paid. And then, of course, the other girl that was there, which was supposed to be Megan Thee Stallion's friend, was saying that she was offered millions of dollars to lie for you. So it's just a lot of inconsistencies here. Do I feel like he's going to be pardoned? I do not. Do I feel like this new evidence is going to matter? I do not. Do I think that his ass is going to be sitting there for the next, the rest of his 10 years? I do. I mean, thank you for working on yourself while you're in there, because that's what you're supposed to do. Thank you for not having any animosity towards her, because you shouldn't. You pow-powed her. Why would she, why? Why would you? Get over the shit, Tory. You were found guilty. You can file as many appeals as you want. They denied the last one, and they're going to keep denying it because your ass is where you should be, okay? You are violent. You said you never had a record prior to that, but let's go back to all of the fights. Let's not forget that you jumped on August Alsina and beat the shit out of him. Let's not forget that prior to you being locked up, you were in a lot of shit prior to that. Now, mind you, just because you didn't go to jail or because the person didn't press charges against you, you were very problematic when you were on the outside prior to this Megan Thee Stallion situation. So let's not pretend that you are not a problematic person, that you just didn't have violence in you. You are known to be fighting and putting hands on people and threatening people because you have this short man complex. But yes, I don't feel like he's going to get out. But this is the first that we've heard from Tory Lanez prior to, since this damn denial of his last appeal. I think the last time that we did hear something is when he did get starved up in the prison. They had to move him to another one. But it's prison. It's not supposed to be a fun place in the park. You're supposed to go through shit. You're supposed to be traumatized. You're supposed to have sleepless nights. You're supposed to be booed up with Larry with throwing his leg over you and shit. That's what's supposed to happen in prison. So do your time, come out a better person, keep doing your music and focus, okay? And keep your head down or up. I don't know. However y'all do it in there. I don't know. Let me stay out y'all business. Moving right along, okay? Because I don't care no more. All right, let's get into this topic here, because when I heard this, I said, bitch, I got to share this, because ain't no way I'm going to hell out here trying to do what I'm doing in here to keep my house, keep a happy home over here. All right. Y'all going to hear this, ladies. Y'all going to be like, oh, Lord. I had to share this. I had to. All right. So shout out to Kevin Stage. Okay. So a Christian lady, honey, says it breaks down the proper way to have sexual intercourse that glorifies God. Now, I don't don't want to be thinking. Now, I do call on God. I call on God in those moments. But I don't really want to be, I'm not thinking about glorifying God when I'm getting my back glued out. I'm just not. But we're going to listen to this. Let me put my trigger up, child, because maybe somebody might be triggered out here. I don't know. Just to be on the safe side. Okay. We're getting ready to get into this. And y'all eyebrows about to be like, when y'all hear this damn video. All right, let's get into it, honey.
When you have intercourse, when you are intimate with your wife, husband and wife, the husband must rule over you. The man must always be on top.
Oh, brother.
Because he's ruling over you.
I rule, you rule, Ja rule. You get on top.
Never the woman on top of the man. And that's why we have so much of divorces and corruption, and because the women are ruling the men now.
So anything but the missionary position caused divorce?
The Bible talks about it. The man, let her breast satisfy you. Let your wife's breasts satisfy you. The breast cannot be satisfy you if she's facing down.
They can satisfy. They're satisfied, satisfactory. Satisfaction guaranteed.
She must be facing up and you must be on top. And that is the only godly position. No any other position in the bedroom.
All right, I'm calling it marriage bed is undefiled. I invoke marriage bed is undefiled.
It is ungodly, it is demonic. Those are moves of prostitutes. The Bible says the marriage bed should not be defiled.
No, I already said that. And you said it was prostitution and stuff. I already called undefiled. We can't be using the same thing for different things.
It should not be defiled by anyone. So if I lie on top of my husband, I am defiling the marriage bed.
Agree to disagree. What about side to side? What about doggy style?
If we do dog style, are you a dog? It's already called as a dog style. Are you a dog?
I heard the songwriter say, why must I be like that? Why must I chase the cat? Must be the dog in me, yeah.
You are releasing the spirit of what? Dogs. Sex, not sex. Intercourse between two people that are married. It is worship unto God. So it must be holy. Because God comes.
Hey, yo.
And lord over that bedroom. So if I'm doing anything ungodly, the Lord cannot be there. Satan is there to lord over it. When you have...
What book of the Bible is this in? Because I need to go read this. Because I don't know, lady. I don't know. I don't think God is hovering over my bed like, well, that is not what I wrote for you to do. Just, procreation. How, the best way to procreate, you have to be spontaneous and do different things. That's boring as hell to just, I don't think that the Lord would, ask us to only do missionary. Now, missionary work, yes, but in the bedroom, I don't think that he would only require us to use missionary positions. I just don't. I'm trying not to be too graphic. What do y'all think? I think this is total bullshit. And show me in the Bible, unless you can show me in the Bible that it says that. Not that I'm going to adhere to say that a man should always be on top. I don't agree. There are plenty of ways that you can do things. Use your imagination, women. Tyra, I saw your comment, and let me go to the comments. Tyra, I'm gonna have to take my belt off on Tyra. Tyra is just let me get to this damn comment. I saw it, Tyra, and I had to look away because I knew. Tyra. Tyra said, I'm sorry, ma'am, but I'm a writer, okay? Okay, Rough Rider. Okay, Rough Rider. Y'all, what do y'all think? What y'all think? Let me look at some comments. Because let me go up. Somebody said, I'm hollering. Me too. Said, oh my God, I saw this. She is crazy. Yeah. Sexy Brown Bone says that that's disgusting. LOL said that that's a fast way to ruin my mood. Boom. Okay. This person said, Diddy said what? Okay. Sweet Essence says Harpoon says that where this woman get her information from? Right. What book of the Bible is that? What scripture? Like, let me know. I need to go there. I'm gonna run downstairs and look at my Bible because I don't believe that. Rose Armstead said I can't call on God. Girl. D-Night said, what the hell? Okay. Said it is documented somewhere and I missed it, but it cannot be in the book. It just cannot be in the Bible. I'm just Tiffany Thomas is laughing. Me too. Kevin is crazy. He is funny. Tam C says that child, that man do not care about that. I can't even read that out loud. Okay, come on, Tam C, let him know. Okay. Child Rose says that I can't call on God either, Caramel. Child, well, yeah, you do have to call on the Lord. You better, oh Lord, okay. You might be there, oh Lord, okay. Depending on what's going on. I don't know. I'm gonna stay out y'all bedroom though. Tyra said this must be the book of bullshit. Absolutely, Tyra. I agree. Said I love him. Kim on stage is crazy. He is funny. What do you think though? I cannot. Says a threesome would marry a threesome. Yeah, now that would definitely defile the bedroom. All right, to have a threesome. I feel okay. That's some shit I would never do. But what do you think? This is wild. Said to drive him like you a Thunderbird. Tyra, I can't read no more of your comments, child, because you are off the chain. Aries Love said that they don't want women to have fun in the bed. Right, you have to spice it up. Like that's hella boring. I keep telling y'all, child, y'all gotta spice that thing up. Get some motion lotion to get warm and candles and some music and all that. I'm pretty sure they had that back in the day, child, when the Lord was still walking the earth. Somebody said I'm screaming inside. Me too. I guess I'm going to hell then, because oh well, jingle bell. I guess we're going to hell. All of us. Tyra, I know you're going first. You're gonna be the first in line, Tyra. Okay. Valerie Relly says that in the bushes watching and listening. Yes, child. Ooh, all right, so I gotta play it one more again. So yes, child. So y'all know what y'all don't need to be out here doing.
Intercourse. When you are intimate with your wife, husband and wife, the husband must rule over you. The man must always be on top.
Oh, brother.
Because he's ruling over you.
I rule, you rule, y'all rule. You get on top.
Never the woman on top of the man. And that's why we have so much of divorces and corruption, and because the women are ruling the men.
But why I've been with my husband almost 20-something years? What I don't want to tell my business, but damn. I'm over here hanging out ceiling fans and jumping off dresses and doing splits on dicks, and I've been with my husband almost 20 years in here. So obviously something is where we ain't about to get divorced in here. That's all I'm saying. So I'm trying to figure out what book of the Bible is this, because it's working over here. It's all this shit. Is that this right here against the Lord too? Is that against the Lord? I don't know. Let's continue, child. Ooh.
Now,
it took me somewhere.
So anything but the missionary position caused divorce?
The Bible talks about it. The man, let her breast satisfy you. Let your wife's breasts satisfy you.
So I gotta breastfeed him too? Oh, okay.
Gotcha. The breast cannot be satisfy you if she's facing down.
They can satisfy.
But do it matter? Because you get a better angle if the woman is on top, correct? I'm saying, if the woman is on top and he's down below, he can prop up his pillows the right way, or he can sit up. I mean, it's do it matter? Let me continue, child.
They're satisfied, satisfactory, satisfaction guaranteed.
She must be facing up and you must be on top. And that is the only godly position. No any other position in the bedroom.
All right, I'm calling.
So 69 is out of the question. That's all I'm asking. 69 out of the question.
Marriage bed is undefiled. I invoke marriage bed is undefiled.
It is ungodly, it is demonic. Those are moves of prostitutes. The Bible.
So no more thongs, like we all got to put on choir robes and be in there in the missionary position. Is that what we got to do? We all got to go in there and put our choir robe on, the child, and zip it up and just hike it up a little bit and put on some gospel music, some Shirley Caesar, so that we don't defile the bed. Is that what we got to do?
It says the marriage bed should not be defiled.
No, I already said that. And you said it was prostitution and stuff. I already called undefiled. We can't be using the same thing for different things.
It should not be defiled by anyone.
I'm dying.
So if I lie on top of my husband, I am defiling the marriage bed.
Agree to disagree.
Depending on what size you are. Now, if you about 450 pounds, yeah, you don't need to be up there. Yeah, you need to lay down. You need to lay down and let him be up there. But if you about 400 pounds, yeah, you don't need to be up there. Okay?
What about side to side? What about doggy style?
If we do dog style, are you a dog?
I mean, Leon Thomas said I'm a dog, I'm a mutt. Maybe I want to be a dog today. Maybe I want to do a little bit of barking. Like stand in my bedroom. Maybe I want to bark today or something. Shit.
I mean, it's already called this a dog style. Are you a dog?
I heard the songwriter say, why must I be?
He said a dog style. Why do you make it sound so animalistic?
Be like that? Why must I chase the cat? Must be the dog in me, yeah.
You are releasing the spirit of what? Dogs. Sex, not sex. Intercourse between two people that are married. It is worship unto God. So it must be holy. Because God comes.
Hey, yo.
Well, I've been known to speak in tongues a few times. I'm just saying.
Oh.
And lord over that bedroom. So if I'm doing anything ungodly, the Lord cannot be there. Satan is there to lord over it.
I don't think the Lord want to be in there with meat slapping and stuff. I think the Lord have other things to do if he sees that two people are in there procreating or having an intimate moment. I don't think the Lord is hovering over the bed like, my child, I did not make you to do this. Well, listen to me. Oh, God.
When you have intercourse, when you are intimate with your wife, husband and wife, the husband must rule over you. The man must always be on top.
Oh, brother.
Because he's ruling over you.
The devil is a lie, but what y'all think? Sound off. She said, "Talking," but she'll go back to the comments because y'all are in here. Y'all got me here dying. Child, I'm in here about to cry, and I don't even be crying in here. Child, bye. I guess we all going to hell, y'all. I get it. Say, come teach Doctor. Teach around. Try to teach y'all something. But oh my God, let me look at some more comments because y'all are sounding off. I knew this topic right here was going to wake y'all asses up. Some of y'all sitting there at work, yawning and carrying on. Your coffee ain't kicked in. But see how this topic here to woke y'all up? Y'all gonna get some work done today. All right, so Aries Love said the missionary be the last position on the. Come on, Lord. See, Aries Love, I knew I liked you, bro. That even if it's on the list, shit. Okay. D Nice says that in the words of Adina Howard, a freak like me. Oh, you better say it. Oh, I love you too. All right, so let's continue. Tiffany Foster said that she about to come up missing, talking like, oh, I don't want no parts of that. All right, I'm not about to be on First 48 in that room, honey, where they give you a Coke and a bag of chips and tell you, but you got to snitch on people. But I feel you, Tiffany Foster. Okay. Mm-hmm. Tyra, can I read Tyra's comments? Let me see. Let me proofread it first. Let me see. Okay, she said, "Man, somebody come and get this lady." I gotta read Tyra's comments to myself first before I read them out loud, because Tyra be on some other shit. Yeah, girl, Tiffany, girl, you gotta jump up off that dresser sometime, girl. Get up there. You got insurance? Who you got insurance with? Because I got Aetna, and they cover me every time. Okay, because I done clipped the side of the bed a few times, and I'm okay. When I go to the doctor, I don't really tell them what happened. I have to tell them something else so they don't look at me funny. But girl, yeah, Aetna cover me every time. And they give me a little, some little pain medicine. I'm all right. Go home and rub me some sports cream on there. Okay, because I've pulled a little muscle and whatnot, and I'm all right. Get right back up there and do the shit again. All right, so Cassandra D says it got to spice it up, and you do. All right, let's see. This woman, Joanne Davis said this woman is crazy. She is. She need to be on medication. All right, said he can reach around. Come on, reach around. Come on, Lord. Okay, yes, reach around. You can reach around. That's why the Lord made your arms long. Tyra says not the breastfeeding child. Lord, Tyra, I can't read yours. We'll put it on screen, but I cannot read yours, Tyra, because this is not sex education in here. Because girl, all right, I'm still crying, y'all. Y'all pardon me. She done hurt my feelings in here today. Bob Gordon says it. Well, said a second nine said that you made me fall out the bushes. Child, I fall out the bushes. I hope you didn't get no thorns up in you, girl. Said laughing so hard your stomach is hurting, girl. Mine too. Lord have mercy. So what country is this lady from? I hope she go back, honey, and don't do no more interviews, because baby, that is not your ministry. No, ma'am. Somebody said, oh my God, I cannot. Me either. Said that y'all nasty and freaky. Girl, you supposed to be. All right. Are you married? Girl, okay. D Nice said that he knocked out with his mouth open and snoring good. Okay, right. Child. Oh Lord, said that this message will ruin a marriage. No, ma'am. Right. You about to have people down there at the courthouse getting divorced. That's probably why Candy and Todd over there getting divorced. Okay, doing the whole threesome with all them damn missionaries. I said, right, 400 pounds. Yeah, you 400 pounds, don't you get up there, child? Because that's gonna be, child, another First 48 moment. You're gonna be down there trying to explain to the people why you done smothered the man down there. You're trying to put your boobs and all that. No, ma'am, God, you about to be down there in jail. Said, Cameron, you over there? Said, you over there dying, girl? Don't die. My girl says that my sister Tyra is doing the most. Tyra, I'm about to put you in timeout, girl. All right, we're gonna look at a couple more comments, then we got to keep it moving. All right. Child, see, I told y'all this post right here was gonna wake y'all asses up. Say, I'm in the office trying to contain myself. I love it. All right, one more comment. Let's get a good one. Lord, let's read this one. Can I read it out loud? The dog style is good angle. Said the Bible stated that that what is between the couple. Said that my gynecologist told me that the best way to be intimate is on my knees. I pray on my knees too, girl, because I have an anterior tilted of the uterus. Lord said that he was an old school MD. Okay, see, that's another reason why she said her uterus is tilted. So she got it untilted because she got to be on top. Okay, yeah, I can get with that. All right. But we ain't gonna read no more because, child, this is turning into a whole moment, and I don't want YouTube to not. I'm glad I got my trigger warning up. I don't want them not to monetize this video, so let's move along. Now that y'all are hot and got to go change the damn panty liners in here fooling with me this morning. Ooh, I'm still crying after she told me I can't do nothing but missionary. My God, I got to go down there and move my dress a little bit closer because the last time that shit didn't work out too well. But all right, let me tell my damn business. Let's get up off you, ma'am, because I don't like you. All right, you made me mad in here. Let's get into some reality TV talk. Y'all like that? See, we had to have a little moment, y'all. I knew y'all would love it. All y'all nasty in here. I'm glad I'm saved. I'm the only saved one in here. The rest of y'all just nasty in here talking about y'all doing all this stuff. I ain't even ask y'all that, did I? All right, but anyway, let's get into reality TV. Okay. Yes. See, we have to make it interesting. We talk about the bullshit, the politics, and I know y'all will be waiting on that type of stuff. Y'all love when I get into that. But let's get into this, even though I might have to edit it out because they always be tripping when I do married to medicine stuff, but they have good topics, okay? But it's all right because we can edit good. I can edit good now. I've edited enough videos. So let's get into it. Married to medicine sneak peek where Toya confronts Eugene about his grueling. Let's go ahead and share it before I forget, y'all, because y'all know. Child, do I got to change my pen line before I leave today? I don't know. My God, I might have to put a pad on today. But all this type of talk, I don't even need one. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So Toya from Married to Medicine confronts Eugene about his grueling work hours and his ER career and the lack of family time, Lord. Okay. Now, y'all know Toya got Eugene over here working like a Hebrew slave child where he has to go out of town and drive 5 hours and has to stay in a hotel while he's working. Y'all know he's a MD, ER doctor as well. And he accepted this new position that keeps him away from the home. And Toya's feeling a way about that. She's like, I need my husband at home. I'm raising these 2 boys. I feel like a single mom or whatever. But I mean, Toya I blame you because you have this damn lavish lifestyle where you just will not allow your husband to rest. Eugene been working this hard since Married to Medicine been on the damn screens. Like y'all only move every season, right? And now they just got their other dream home because the house before that was their dream home. So now they've got another beautiful home. But let's get into what they had to say. All right.
I understand the goal is to work less and be home more. Okay. I even like growing Recharge Wellness some because that gives me the opportunity to be home more and work less shifts. Now, I'm sorry that the compromise with me making more money right now is being out of town.
What exactly is making you feel like you need to work yourself till you're so exhausted and drive 5 hours away to any job?
Okay, maybe I'm missing something. You do.
Answer the question.
I'm working less shifts that just happen to be out of town.
Mm-hmm.
When I was working in town, it was the same amount of shifts, if not more. Whether I sleep in my own bed or at the Holiday
Trust me when I tell you. No. At the end of the day, Eugene can roll his eyes, shake his head, but he has no clue what type of stress that we go through as a stay-at-home mom, single, pretty much, because your husband is gone. I'm at home for 5, 6, 7 days without my husband.
I understand the goal is.
But Toya, you wanted all this shit. You wanted this huge lavish house. Eugene got to work so you guys can have the lifestyle. You wanted this damn new car and all this other stuff. This extended pool and this special closet and all that. It costs money. Okay, it costs money. Now Toya does earn a check from being on the show Married to Medicine. I hear they get paid very well. So she is contributing to the household by way of that, plus any other side businesses that she may acquire. But at the end of the day, this is his profession. Doctors sometimes work very, very long hours, and he's chosen to work. He's saying it's for more money, okay, which is a great thing. But you have to understand what you marry. Dr. Eugene is a doctor, okay, and he is trying to provide for his family. You guys have 2 boys. I don't know if you guys have boys or not, but raising boys is expensive in terms of clothes, shoes. They want all the latest Jordans, all the electronics and all those things. That shit costs money. So Eugene is doing what Eugene has to do as a husband. I know it's hard for him to be gone 5 days a week. That's a lot. But understand what you married and don't be fussing at this man like you just found out that he is a doctor and have to work these long damn hours.
Days without my husband. Maybe for you, because you're sleeping and you know that your family is coming and going and your house is being ran to perfection, then yeah, it's no different for you. But for me, it's very different.
You can't have your cake and eat it too.
Okay.
Okay. I don't think right now, for the foreseeable future, I can leave the ER. Through all these little hospitals I keep going to, they want me to work there full time. There's a need for good ER doctors. There's not that many.
There's such a need for good black husbands that are good fathers.
Which is why I took this job.
Most men would agree that being home and being at somebody's hotel is very different. Period.
Okay.
Days.
What do y'all think? What do y'all think about that situation? I think, Toy, you've been a little selfish because this is something that that you already knew that your husband was doing. He was doing that when he was working right there in Atlanta at the hospital in the ER. He was working long hours. Then she was complaining. Like, what do you want him to do? Be a stay-at-home doctor? Like, that's not something he can do. But you got to know what you married. Be happy that you have the lifestyle that you are able to live, because not everybody's able to do that. And you're on TV. Like, maybe if you get another position or something, let's take our trigger down because we don't need it. Now that old lady done pissed me off in here. Yeah, you guys are able to live a certain lifestyle. So you got to understand that this is something that your husband has a passion for, helping people, being a doctor. He makes very good money doing so. So, hey, at the end of the day, girl, bye. Girl, bye. Like, stop it. You keep asking for all of these expensive things, but then you get mad because he goes to work and provide that stuff for you. So it's a catch-22. You gotta take the bitter with the sweet as related to that. Let's get into the next topic. I told you guys a few days ago that Peter Thomas, honey, has women fighting over him. One woman said that she is his woman. Another one was like, hold up, but Peter told me I was his woman. So Peter got a lot of women fighting over him. Shout out to Michelle Atielian, who is very good friends with Peter Thomas, because she got a prison phone call from Peter. Y'all know he is currently serving time for tax evasion and some other shit that he had going on. And he's currently serving some jail time. So let's get into what he had to say.
I'm recording.
Yeah, I saw that I'm all over everybody's blog.
You are. You are. You're viral. Well, your women are.
Ooh, no, women are.
Women are. Exactly what I call it. The young lady that went on the show, I said, "This is my woman." On the show, they didn't tell her. They wanted to talk about outlet industry and stuff like that. The law heard me for that. When she got there, they wanted to talk about me because they truly did, and they told me that I put out a while back. Like Bob there, the podcast, we in Miami, they used the whole thing. That's the girl actor.
You guys can't hardly understand what he's saying. She does have closed caption, like the words are up. Okay, that's how I'm understanding what he's saying, because it's kind of choppy.
She dated me, and then I used to date her because I am dating her cousin. I don't know your birthday. I never dated any person my entire life.
Forgive this woman is lying, because the woman's name is Brittany. She said that she and Peter have been dating for quite some time now, that she goes to see him and all of that. Peter's like, I don't even know no Brittany. I've never dated a Brittany a day in my life. So maybe this woman was clout chasing a little bit. Let's continue.
Or I believe that podcast, these dogs.
I think it was a setup.
Exactly, definitely was a setup. She never actually did a podcast before, so she was blindsided like that. I react.
This call is from a federal prison.
It's not funny. Now, so I hope when they show it, they show all of that. But I think the people who own the podcast, they just get traffic to go to their site. I heard the guy have over 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. Get half of them to go to the site to watch that the ratchet ass shit that he put on. definitely going to make some money off of my name. Just want to set the record straight. I don't know no breaking. They definitely set that up to make some money off of.
Okay, so long story short, Peter is saying that whenever they put out his particular podcast where these women were sitting on there saying that they were with Peter, they were arguing over Peter. One woman was saying that she was the main chick and didn't even know that this other girl, which was supposed to be also dating Peter. Peter was like, yeah, no, that's not what it is. So Peter Thomas contacted Michelle ATL directly from prison to clear his name after the We in Miami podcast went viral. He goes on to say that the situation was created for clicks and denies the claims being made and insists that his girlfriend was set up. So he does have a girlfriend, but that was not the girlfriend, according to Peter. So Peter also shares what life is really like behind bars. Let's continue.
Hey, I know that you will put it out there and ground that fire. And I'm also going to have Alex call you. That you could hear what she's saying also.
Okay. I'm recording.
All right, so what do y'all think about that? Shout out to Michelle ATL for reaching out to Peter. She does have a friendship, I guess, a trusted friendship, because he definitely did a phone call and she told him that, hey, I'm recording you. So he was chatting away, honey, telling the tea, and she was able to capture that and put it on her platform. So shout out to Michelle. I like her. Moving right along. All right, so Peter cleared that up. He is not with said person. Let's get into some other Married to Medicine stuff. How many more topics I got? We will not need I don't think we'll need a jam session. We're gonna go ahead and zoom through because I'm gonna have to be able to go here in a second, you guys. I told you guys about Simone Whitmore, who was on Married to Medicine, her husband Cecil. We talked about him a little bit yesterday. Cecil works my nerves, okay? Cecil acts like a bitch ass nigga sometimes. But anyway, it was rumored that by Dr. Heavenly, because she put it out there and said that it was said on the show that whenever Simone met Cecil, that Simone pretty much got Cecil out of his mama house, pretty much trying to say he was a mama's boy. Let's go ahead and play that, and then we're going to look at Cecil's response, okay?
Said that she was told that Cecil is a friend to the show. You tell me, brother, if I got this wrong. But Heavenly said it, not me. Heavenly said that Cecil was living with his mama, and Simone had to get him out the house.
That's why they be ready to whoop Dr. Heavenly ass, because she be saying stuff like that. That's why they can't stand her. That's why we love her. That's why we love her.
Heavenly did say it was said on the show years ago, and somebody commented that she did say on the show. So
okay.
Dr. Heavenly said,
Heavenly, like I said, she always telling other people's business. Heavenly always tell other people's business, but she don't talk about where her son. And I hope I don't go too far when I say this. She don't talk about her son that got arrested. She don't want to talk about that. She steers very clear from that. And she don't talk about that other son whose wrist might be broke. Okay, the one that be over there working in his office. This is Zachary. I think his name is Zachary. She got a son named Zachary. And Zachary might be Zakisha. Okay, that's what the rumor is. The rumor is that Zachary might be Zakisha versus Zachary. Okay, because his mannerisms and all that, from the way he walks out, he got a little sassy walk and all that. When I saw him walking in the office, I was like, oh my, Heavenly, you haven't talked about that. We haven't heard about that. And then on his little TikTok, because I saw a few videos on his TikTok, child, he is very, feminine like. But if that's fine, this is the way he wants to be. But Heavenly, for her to be so judgmental of other people and their kids, like, you don't really address the situations with your own kids. Like, while your daughter came home, it's alleged that she was pregnant. Your son, who was out here running over police officers, like, it's nothing. And then your other son, who was just out here, on that shit. But anyway, let's continue. Heavenly always spreading some shit, but we're not talking about her own. So Cecil responded. Yeah, girl. Yes, girl. He is flaming, girl. He's flaming, girl. Wrist is broke in 3 places. Okay, her son is. Heavenly son's wrist is broken 3 places. Okay, it is. But shout out to Housewives from Housewives. Cecil has responded by saying that it is not true about him, about Simone getting him up out his mama's house. So he says not true, but it sounds good and it fits the narrative. And he laughs. Okay, so. Like, where were you? He did go to college. I think that's where they met, in college. I think that's what Simone said like a few times on the show, that she and Cecil did meet on the show, right? Have y'all noticed that he is a little zesty? He's zesty as a bar soap. But Married to Medicine, Cecil Whitmore steps into the Housewives from Housewives and comment and to clarify that Dr. Simone Whitmore did not have to get him out of his mother's house. So he said, hey, I was on campus, child, when me and Simone met. And I do remember Simone kind of low-key saying that she and Cecil did meet in college and they've been together since then. So shout out to them. I want her to divorce him, and I don't never want to see nobody get divorced. But Cecil just gives, I don't know, he irritates the shit out of me. I'll address this, I guess. I'll entertain it. So let's get into Cecil again. I'm sick of Cecil, but let's go ahead and clear all this bull-ish up, okay? Y'all know I ain't lying about Heavenly Son. Y'all know I ain't lying. I cannot stand her. I cannot stand her because she's too judgmental. Like, talk about your own shit. You got enough stuff to have a great storyline this season, all right? Talk about why your son was switching down the hallway when y'all saying happy birthday to him. I said, what is this? Oh, my God. Was he going to put a dress on or something? I don't know. But let's get into it. Shout out to Bravo Shade Room.
When I do wrong, when I'm not doing something that you feel is off, I think it's fair for you to speak on it. I think you're giving your opinion, and I think that is totally fine. Where I have an issue, though, is that when you speak on and make a comment that, oh, I've been married 29 years, he's not going to do anything. That gave.
But I didn't say that. That is how you took that.
Yeah, you said
No, what he's talking about are my conversations about Contessa and Scott. And how you start the marriage is how it's going to be. So if you never expected gifts, if you never expected birthday gifts, girl, you're not getting them now.
So
I never said that you didn't throw me a party or you don't, you've done amazing.
I think that's wild for a person to be married for 29 years and your man never threw you a fucking party. Like, what is going on in that house? Like, it's showing he don't appreciate you, girl. We're talking about Dr. Contessa and her husband. Like, damn, you have been with this man for 29 years and the bitch never gave you a party? Like, weird, right? That's weird. That is weird. And then when he did try to do it, you still wound up having to plan your own party and act surprised when you walked in. Like, that to me is very, very low vibrational bullshit. But yeah, I don't care no more about Cecil. Like, I'm skipping this shit. I don't like the way that kids be inserting themselves when they're trying to have a conversation, and that irritates me. So we're gonna move on. Anyway, let's get into some Candy and Todd stuff, okay? I be fucking it up on TikTok, y'all. When I tell y'all, I be going so viral on TikTok over there. Just in the comments, like I would comment on something and it would be like 3 point something thousand people. I'd be like, I didn't say nothing. But yeah, so I just got like a little notification. I be fucking it up on TikTok. Yes, I do. All right. Yes, I do. Your girl is doing things over there. Let's continue though. All right. So right here, Todd says that his ex catered to him like $1 billion man. Why would you say that in front of Candy? Why would you say that in front of Candy? Like, why does she care what your ex did? Were you trying to subliminally tell Candy that she needs to cater to you like your ex? Like, Todd be doing too much. Todd be throwing out too many subliminals that's gonna get his damn hat knocked off his head. Okay, let's get into this. Shout out to real reality clips. I love them because they always have the good clips. All right, let's get into it. Let's go.
It happens in life, like
yeah, but you're not really
somebody
giving
caters for you. Don't mean it's forever.
You're not really giving that.
Are you gonna cater to your man? Like,
you're not
don't make
understanding
it something else. You're making another
No, I'm not. What I'm saying is,
it wasn't about do you stay or not. Do you cater to your man?
Okay, but in the catering, something about it wasn't that great. Is my point.
No, it's not.
You said she catered to you like you was $1 billion man. Exactly. She didn't stay around.
No, it wasn't about us lasting forever. It was more so about
so I'm gonna cater to you like you $1 billion man.
Well, is that why Todd stepped out of the marriage? Is because he doesn't feel that Candy has catered to him like he's $1 billion man? Well, you gotta prove that you're $1 billion man. Like, I'm just saying, you can't just be out here just throwing out, I'm $1 billion man. Like, what are you doing to make yourself appear to be this $1 billion man? Like, what is it? It's got to be more than looks. Like, I feel like you got to give just like Candy gives. Shit. You got to be there emotionally, psychologically, intellectually, you know, all that is a package deal. Like, you can't just expect things when you ain't giving shit. That's all I'm saying. Give me something to respect. If you want me to see you as this $1 billion man, you need to come in here with some $1 billion dick. Let's move on.
And you ain't even gonna keep me around. Like, what we doing?
Oh my God.
Now he's frustrated.
Why are you trying to be? Oh my God.
No, just because you cater don't mean it's forever. You can cater for somebody you just dating. We could just be dating.
Why would you invest all that energy and time and somebody?
Todd be on some bullshit because in another clip I showed you guys, he said that Candy should be chasing First of all, bitch, if she's married to you, the chase is over. Like, she got you now. What is she chasing? You chase a person that you're trying to, I guess, lock down, so to speak. Are y'all feeling me on that? Are you supposed to be still chasing the person that you're married to? The chase should be over. And first of all, a woman shouldn't be chasing no fucking man anyway, because when a man finds a wife, he finds it a good thing. I ain't chasing shit. You chase me. You come pick me up if you want a fucking date. Not on first date, though. You go to my house on first date. But I'm just saying, that's just what a man does. A man's supposed to chase. He's sitting on stage talking about Candy should be chasing. Nigga, I'm not chasing. Like, hello? You got the game all twisted. That's why the marriage ain't work. Because Todd, you want to be in this female position, like a nigga like Candy's supposed to be stroking your damn ego. Like she's supposed to be catering to you and paying for all your shit. Boy, get out of here. Listen to me.
Gonna leave you anyway.
Especially like it's a simple question.
Time out. Let me say this. Regardless, any relationship I'm in, I go into that shit to make the person better than when I met them. Regardless if I'm gonna be with them forever or not. It's not about, oh, how long am I gonna be with you? It just may just be a period of time. So whatever, time out, listen to me. So whatever I do in this period of time, I'm gonna put my best foot my effort forward. I'm not in it saying, well, are you gonna be with me forever? Is this not gonna work?
You missed the point.
No, y'all missed the point.
No, what we're saying is you said that she catered to you like she was a bit like you was a billionaire man. So if she was such a great woman and catered to you like a billionaire man, where the fuck the bitch at?
Boom.
Where you at, girl?
I'm just saying what happened. Like,
So y'all niggas should just leave y'all. So y'all niggas should just leave y'all because y'all not catering that way.
We cater to ours like that.
All I'm saying is it must not have been all of what you're saying because you didn't state.
But it wasn't for you to brag about it.
I wasn't bragging. I was just saying this is
the most disrespectful shit that a man can ever do is to bring up a bitch you used to be with to a bitch that you with right now. Don't ever do that shit to me. Because first of all, I think too highly of myself to feel a way about the bitch anyway. Because if she was important, you would still be with her. But at the end of the day, Todd, this is the shit that you do, which I feel is uber disrespectful when it comes to Candy, who is your fucking wife. You don't ever bring up a bitch who you used to be with, sleep with, none of that, to your wife and compare her or make her feel that she needs to compare or align herself with a bitch you used to be with. Nigga, never. The fuck out of here. If I was Candy, I would have cussed him out so good right there, baby. You would have had to go and cry in your pillow and take a Motrin while your ass was laying down, because baby, your head will be hurting by the time I flew off on your ass. Period. Don't ever compare me to a bitch you was ever with. Because she ain't it. Because guess what? I got the ring. The bitch just dated you. So I guess was the upgrade, right? So how the fuck I gotta align myself with a bitch you was with when I am wearing the ring? Candy girl, you sitting there laughing. Candy stay doing that shit. Everything is funny to her. Girl, when do you fly? Fly off on Todd's ass like you did at Nene's pajama party. Okay? When you don't hold me back, I'm about to beat this bitch ass. That's how you need to fly off on Todd when he be on that bullshit with you. The fuck? You do not ever, man, if I have any men in my chat right now watching me, don't ever compare your current woman with a bitch you used to be with. That's the most disrespectful shit. My husband never do that shit. Because ain't no bitch he ever been with gonna ever compare to what's right here. I fuck better, I cook better, I look better. Everything about me is better. I'm smarter. That's how I view myself. I didn't mean to go there, but that shit just kind of lit me up a little bit. That Todd would even have the fucking audacity to even let that fly to his mouth to Candy, and she's sitting there smiling and looking down. Girl, you're supposed to check the shit out of him. Let's continue. Ooh.
Oh my god. I see why. Ooh.
But you're still not even answering our question.
Shit happens.
Yeah, but you're not
just
really
somebody caters for you don't mean it's forever.
You're not really giving that.
Are you gonna cater?
Define cater, because I feel like when you're in a relationship, I give and you give as well. But Todd, I feel like Todd wants Candy to continue to do this, and he continued to do this. And that's what it kind of gives. Like we talked about yesterday, he automatically feels that he should get half of the equity in her home that she paid cash for before she even knew his ass. But because he was married to her for 11 years, I should automatically get the half of the equity that was accumulated during the time that we were met. From the day I said I do up until now, I should get half the equity that was accumulated in the home. our home. It's not our home. Okay? If it's our home, pay the taxes on that bitch. If it's our home, right? Oh my God. Y'all, that just rubbed me the wrong way. Let's continue. We don't stay on it too long. Y'all sound off. We about done. We don't need a jam session today, you guys. Because matter of fact, this is the last topic that we get ready to look at. I did not know this about the Dear Wifey podcaster, okay? I did not know this because I was just like, oh my God. Shout out to Tasha K. Because when I was scrolling, I saw this. I said, okay, I'm going to add this to my show. Because baby, what we shall not be doing. Has anyone ever paid half on their wedding when you got married to someone? Did you guys pay half? Were you guys required by your significant other, your soon-to-be husband, to pay half of whatever the wedding is for? I'm old school. I feel like if a man is going to marry you, it's up to the man and their family to pay half the wedding. Now, if I want to pay for some shit for myself, say, oh, this is what I want, yes. But I mean, venue, caterers, DJ, cake, all that shit, like, yeah. Do you feel that it is right for a man to say to you, I'm going to marry you, but you got to go half on this shit? I ain't about to pay for no full venue. Now, the venue going to be $800. I'm going to need you to come up with $400. Have you anybody been said, no, my husband? Yeah. Like, what the hell? So, according to Tasha K, she says that the Dear Wifey podcaster made his wife, because he just got married. I saw the wedding. Beautiful wedding, child. But said that the Dear Wifey podcaster made his wife go 50-50 on their wedding. I said, what? Let's listen to this, because baby, I was like, oh no, shout out Tasha K.
I gotta talk about Latarius from my Dear Future Wifey podcast. Baby boy is being dragged again. And let's get into the mess, shall we?
People are so used to toxicity that they'll take something that's healthy, that's beautiful, that's God-centered, and then project their insecurities, project their toxicity, project their fears on a relationship that's not possessing any of that foolishness. The reason why I am doing what I am doing is because I want her to have the wedding of her dreams.
Woo! Don't you love a good receipt? Listen, the last time I spoke on Latarius was 7 months ago, and the good Christians got mad at me, was trying to say I'm going to hell for telling them that this man is a fraud, a phony. He preys on the emotions of women, in particular women who are desperate, borderline pick-me's, because he knows how to weaponize religion for the things that he needs. This man is being called out now because he made his wife go 50-50 on a wedding he said he would pay for. Don't worry, we have receipts.
Season to walk out the promise. I'm in that season to go from the wilderness into the promised land. And so walking to the promised land is to bless.
So you guys see, they just got married right before Thanksgiving, November 22nd. Beautiful wedding. I saw some pictures online where they had a really nice wedding. So she went half. I would never. But
this amazing woman, this is her first marriage.
Oh, did y'all hear that? This man said he was gifting his mystery bride the wedding of her dreams. Wow. A gift that she had to go in on. That is so crazy. But don't worry, we have receipts.
Now, two-part question for you. How has the money conversation been with you and your spouse? Because both of you all are prime in y'all's particular space.
Right. From the financial standpoint of our own marriage, I didn't expect our wedding to cost what it did. I mean, it cost $150,000.
$150,000?
$150,000.
150?
150. You gotta say 50.
150, bro?
Yes. And I didn't expect for it to be that. I wanted to get married in Dallas because Dallas was a whole lot more affordable to have a marriage. LA, everything is 3 times, you can Google it. Yeah. But it's 3 times the cost of any other market to get married. So our initial conversation was where we're going to get married, which would dictate how much this wedding's going to cost. Right. When I proposed to her in LA, and even getting the decor and all that for the engagement, I said, oh, I can't get married in LA. It's too expensive. And so I was like scared to have that conversation. And then I said, let's just have this conversation. So I did an interview with Essence, and I told Essence, we're deciding between Dallas and LA. My heart was 100% on Dallas. I had a church on hold, Concord Church on hold. We was going to get married in Dallas. I just had to convince her to get married in Dallas. So I was like, here, you can guide it. You know, pick where you want and all that stuff. But in my mind, I was like, we ain't get married in LA. And I would plant seeds like, LA is too expensive. LA is too expensive. It doesn't make sense to spend this kind of money. It doesn't make sense. And then she had a conversation after she found this particular venue for the reception. She said, can I at least just have it in LA? I'm going to be moving to Dallas. Can I just have it in LA? And I said, all right, this is the first part of husbandry. We split the cost of the wedding. Absolutely.
Talk about he's going to be giving her the wedding of her dreams. He had sponsors paying for this wedding just for her to give $75K. He does not want to be with that woman. He honestly wanted to marry Essence Atkins, but she turned him down, which is a red flag.
What? That's tea. Yeah, he wanted to really marry Essence Atkins, but because she turned him down, so she was this woman that he married was his next pick. That just happened to say yes.
To me, if I were Ashley, because he did not want her. He settled for her.
Ground it up in a powder.
Lord, what do you think about that? I didn't know he was that way. I covered a few interviews with him, with Erica Campbell and her husband, not Erica, but Tina Campbell and her husband. When Destiny went on their line about LeBarry, he does some great interviews, but hell no, I would not have paid no fucking half. I feel like it should have been a mutual agreement in terms of where the wedding would be. And you guys sit down and agree together. But it sounds like he was making more of the decisions anyway. But then for you to ask her to come up with $75K for this damn wedding and the fact that she was your second choice. My question is, like, how long did you guys date before you decided to get married? Because he have all the answers for everybody else. But my question is, why is it that you initially asked Essence Atkins to marry you and she turned you down, but then all of a sudden you don't still popped out with somebody else to get married? Like, it gives that you wanted to be married real bad. Oh my God. And if you didn't have the money to do it, then y'all should have just maybe went to the Justice of the Peace or just had like a little small wedding and then had a nice reception for everyone to come together and then indulge and enjoy. That's what you should have done. If your money was funny like that. That's what most people do anyway, who don't really have the finances to have a huge wedding. Because I'll be honest with you, the wedding really is for, I guess, the bride and groom, and for people to come and kind of look, oh, this is nice. Oh, yeah, they spent a nice coin. You got a lot of people that come as spectators versus, people who support. Okay, there's a support system in that who want to see you be together. You have a lot of people that just come because they can't wait for the damn reception because they know they're gonna eat good and drink up all your damn liquor and act a damn fool. But at the end of the day, I feel like if you don't have the amount of money, maybe I should have dated longer and then put some money away. I don't know what he gets paid on his podcast, but I feel like he should have paid for the wedding and you should have put it aside. Okay, maybe push your wedding out another year to say, okay, we're gonna put such and such amount, or I'm gonna put such and such amount aside, and so that we can have the wedding of our dreams. But it just sounds rushed. It sounds rushed. And the fact that she came up with $75K, girl, no. Okay, I'm not on that kind of time. But if you want to marry me, then you got to show me you can take care of me, right? Yeah, if I got to always come half, like if we go out to eat, I got to pay half. If the bill is $80, I got to shoot 40 over there so we can pay the bill. Like, what is that? You starting out, girl. I always been told, start out how you can hold out. And bitch, I'm not trying to do that. But this is our show for today. I hope y'all enjoyed. We're going to get out of here because I have to go. All right. Yeah, y'all sound off. We had some really good topics today. Let me know how you guys feel about what we talked about. Thank you all for being here. Of course, all my Caramellians, everybody in the bushes. Just thank y'all for being here and supporting the video. Please like the video, share the video, subscribe as well to the channel. Also, check out my Rails World page as well. Let me go ahead and do my thank yous to my Top Flight Moms, True TV Podcast, Tara, KBR, Sweet Essence, Scorpion Miss, and Rose Armstead. Thank you guys so much for doing an awesome job. Okay, we did not have a jam session today because I did not want to have to keep stopping the show to extend because we gotta go. Thank you also to my content creators who stopped by to support the channel as well. Thank you, Jonetta Speaks. Thank you, Deary Talk, Black Women in the Building. Thank you, Simple Mom Family TV. Thank you, JCD Creation, Shay P. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Schoolboy, if you're here. Queen Speaks TV, thank you for being here as well. Did I miss anyone? Because I know a lot of people were in here today. Somebody said I ain't doing 50-50, me either. Okay, but thank y'all again for being here. We're gonna get out of here. I see y'all putting the music up. Y'all ready to dance? Yes, honey, let's get out of here. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. I will see you guys for Midday Pop-In. Bye.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss. See, I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python